rhythm section is still like always the same, always solid. So yeah.
So when you first started back 10 years ago, what was the
Yeah.
original intent? What was the
Uh,
plan? Were you just a bunch of kids who wanted to have a band and just play whatever, or did you have like an
yeah.
intentionality to the things that you're doing now?
You invited me. Nino invited me. So
Okay,
you
Yeah.
tell
Nino,
them.
it's your fault, Nino. So what did you do? What was the big idea?
Well, actually, me and Siobhan go way back
Yeah.
in terms of like the family.
Our parents are friends.
Yeah, our parents are musically inclined,
Okay,
so we
okay.
grew up at that. And then there was this one party at my house, and then we just thought about uh, having a
Yeah.
band.
Drunkenly, he asked me like, "Let's form a band."
one drunken evening,
Yeah.
So yeah.
and then
And then yeah, from that moment on, we considered that, and yeah, and when we jammed
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it was way further when we defined our sound
Yeah.
in Cerise.
mm.
So
Did you say define your sound?
yeah, like
So how did you define it
because
back then? 10
it
years
started with a very broad music style.
ago. Mm.
Yeah.
So we tend to play a lot of different stuff, like maybe on the retro songs, like the
Yeah.
classic rock songs,
Mm.
and then some, I think, Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah, back then. Back then.
And then
And then
did your sound like she said kind of evolve into a totally different thing?
yes,
Is it too far off your original intent, or is it
not
more or
really,
less the
but
same?
it gave us a clear path on how we have to sound.
Hmm.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, and at the time, like Davao was full of reggae bands.
Oh,
Puro
okay.
reggae, puro hardcore, like punk type of bands. So,
Okay.
it was kind of hard to place us in a lineup
Mm.
because we were kind of funky and everyone else was more on shoegaze, reggae.
Mm.
So, yeah, it wasn't really an active decision to go into funk and be a bit like different from what the local music scene was like. But yeah,
You just stumbled upon it,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it just became your thing, and
we just jammed until we kind of found our sound, I guess.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes it's a process, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't say I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. Right? Sometimes,
Yeah.
in fact, most of the time, not just in singing, in most things in life, it's the audience that decides what you
Yeah,
are, right, and
uh-huh.
who you are, right?
Yeah.
And you may want it to sound like a certain way, but they picked up on this song that's totally like
Mhm.
different from who you are and
Mhm.
what you are as a band, and then you become that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tell us about this 10-year journey, because most things don't last 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what happened? Like, what do you think is the formula for your endurance,
I don't
longevity?
Well, to be honest, we had a fair share of ups and downs.
Absolutely, man.
Of course.
Throw in the pandemic there in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
On the process of having to be together for that long.
Yeah, we just kind of had to stay friends, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
like, and just make sure we like each other enough to see each other every
Yeah.
weekend and
Grab
stuff.
a cup of coffee,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
talk
Uh,
about music,
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So, what kind of songs have you made so far? Like, how many songs have you made? Because I only have one here in our hard
Right.
drive. We'll look for others, but how many songs have you made in that duration? And do we have something that we can play on the radio? I already have been playing that coffee song,
Okay.
but do you have others?
Yeah, so we actually have enough to complete a full length album.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just in the process of recording it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nino produces and records everything
Okay.
himself. So we're pretty independent in that sense. So that's why the album's taking quite a while. But yeah, we have a few songs. We have one called Inamorada, which is our
Inamorada.
Yeah.
What is an inamorada? Sounds
Inamorada
very
is-
complicated, right?
Yeah, it's Latin for female lover, basically.
Female lover.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the lyrics of the of the songs are quite like what's the word? Like
Inamorada.
yeah, it's about like just being stripped down and yeah, having your guard down pretty much, you know? Like I try to put a lot of femininity in the way that I write my lyrics
Okay.
because I feel like the band scene is so male dominated.
You think so?
A little bit in
Okay,
Davao, yeah.
okay.
Nowadays, it's a bit better. Like we have,
You know, Davao is the birthplace of a lot of great bands, right? I mentioned to you before, off mic. Katong South Border was
Yeah.
originally from Davao. Freestyle is from Davao, and I can go on, right? What is it about Davao that produces all of these great talents? What do you think?
what do you think?
Is it in the air? Is it in the water?
Yeah, I think we haven't thought of that before.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to say because we kind of grew up in that scene,
Yeah.
so we don't know then the history of
Maybe it's because
The durian.
the durian.
It's the
Yep.
durian.
Yep.
It's
Durian
the durian.
So stanky, gets you like funky,
Yeah,
you know.
right?
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh,
Hey.
it's stanky
yeah,
in
that
here.
might be it.
That's why your sound is funky because
Yeah.
you
It's like
are
the-
around durian.
Durian is a funky fruit.
Everyone's making that face in Davao, like.
Yeah.
So you have no theories about why.
Maybe it's because of the activeness of the show bands in bars in Davao.
Yeah, because you have a lot of venues to perform.
there
right?
was a
Yeah.
lot before.
There was.
compared to now.
Wow, really? What
Yeah.
happened? Because I remember, you know, I will definitely divulge my age. There used to be a bar called Pops. I don't know if you remember that. It's a
Your
Davao.
age is showing.
It's a Davao phenomenon, right? And in fact, there was a Pops branch that was here in Cebu.
Really?
And that was the time, the golden age of live performances, when there's so many venues to perform. So what do you think is going on now? Why are there less venues to perform for bands like you now compared to decades ago? What do
Less demand, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's on the business side.
Yeah, because
Ano man, nganong less demand man ang mga banda, ano man?
we have a liquor ban, 1
Yeah,
a.m. liquor
that's
ban.
one.
So
That sounds like a nice name for a band, by the way.
liquor ban. Nagyod actually.
Nagyod ban.
Nagyod.
Yeah.
There's a liquor ban.
Yeah, so syempre the gigs can't go further than 1 a.m.
Ah,
So
okay.
murag-
Pero uso na maron ang kaning coffee and mocktail
yeah,
parties,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that a thing now in Davao?
a little bit lang.
Huh?
Not, it's
Yeah,
not
but
really,
it's more on the DJ.
DJing, yeah.
The DJs dominate that.
Yeah.
So it's not really a band thing.
Yeah, not yet.
No.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future.
So
Davao is like one of those places where they want to listen to music that they know now, that they've heard on the radio. So
and similar to Cebu too. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. We have a lot of original songs here, but most of the hotels and restaurants just play cover songs. And you know, I was really disappointed a few weeks ago when I tried to go around Cebu. I was in search for something original, but I couldn't find anything because these venues are mostly like tourist spots and they want to be safe, right? But para nako manggod kung moadto ka og usa ka lugar, let's just say you're in a resort, right? You're in a 5-star hotel. You're a tourist. You want to hear stuff made by the locals, right? You don't want to
Yeah.
hear Lady Gaga or ABBA, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I don't understand the mentality of these venues. Why do they still play these cover songs or ask their bands to play cover songs? Tanaw ninyo, guys, do you feel there's now a demand for original music in Davao, in the Philippines in general?
Yeah.
Or is it still more like a cover band type of scene still in 2025 in the Philippines? Just give me an idea in Davao first.
it shouldn't be. Like, there should be a demand for
Okay.
original music because there's always space for more creations, right?
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's necessary to,
Yeah.
from time to time there should be new music that comes along.
Mhm.
So, of course, especially the youth, they have to, explore their creativity
Yeah.
and maybe, like for some people who are quite close, I mean they have to express themselves through music.
Yeah, what better way to express yourself
Yeah.
than writing something original?
Yeah.
In case you're wondering who you're listening to the band Cerise. They're actually a band from Davao City. They're here live on 105.1 TMC. And they're also going to be performing in, I think, from what I understand from Sandy, at the Fiddler's Bar, I think tonight or tomorrow? Is it
Tonight.
tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's a nice and happening place. And also, they'll be part of the September Fever. which is
Yeah.
happening starting tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
At the Unity Coffee. That's a place that you've got to check out. Tukos na mo yung mga pangutana diha. If you have some questions and whatnot, just let us know. Asam ni sila pangitaw nato kaning Ralph. Where can they watch this video with Cerise right now? That's live.
Well, you can catch us over at our Facebook Live at TMC 105.1, or you can head over to our YouTube Live at Tops Media Center, and of course our TikTok Live at Tops Media Center as well.
So atong gipangbuhat, atong i-share ang ato ang video to the music groups all over the country and all over Cebu. Thank you so much for joining us here. Atong mga different music and performance live events groups in the different social media platforms on on Facebook. So Cerise sounds like a person's name, right? Sounds like I'm calling somebody. What is a Cerise?
So cerise is like the French word for cherry, basically. So our logo is a cherry. And it started, I mean, we named the band that kind of out of an accident. We couldn't come up with a name for the band.
Okay.
That was at the time I was dyeing my hair quite frequently.
Okay.
And then one time I came to practice with like bright red hair.
Okay.
Yeah, our bassist at the time was like, "What color is your hair?"
Oh.
What's na color?
Oh.
Oh, it's cerise. And he was like,
So it's a color?
yeah, it's French. It's French for cherry, but it
Oh.
kind of means like cherry red.
Ngano
type
man
of-
nga inamorata Latin, di ba?
Lagi.
Cerise
Lagi.
French. Ngano man nga Bisaya man tang dako. Ngano nga foreign man ngano man
We
siya?
have an identity
Huh?
crisis.
Seriously,
in this band, yeah.
Why,
total.
why is that? Why is
Yeah.
that? What do you think is going
I
on?
have like the worst background ever. Like I was born here, and
Okay.
I grew up here, and like my mom's this and my dad's that. So
Okay.
I'm like,
So
I have
you're
identity crisis.
like a hodgepodge of different
yeah,
worldviews, right?
yeah, exactly. So it kind of comes out in the writing.
So
I
your
think.
songwriting, although I can tell here
Uh-huh.
in your Spotify that you have Kapoy Adjust.
Oh yeah, that's an old
you,
one.
You have Yamete.
yeah,
so-
that's Japanese too.
Yamete.
Anong Japanese naman po niya? Do you also have Japanese blood?
No, I don't. I don't think anyone does in the band.
Huh?
Pero among keyboardist at the time when we wrote that song, he's like into anime and stuff. So he named the song.
Did you guys take the 23andMe test? Is
No.
this why you're coming up with these songs that you have like Latin descent and Japanese
Right?
descent, 10% French?
I should. I should.
Yeah,
we should
I
take
think
that
we should.
test. Yeah.
Maybe we could have more content.
Yeah. Answer some questions.
Okay, I am intrigued now to play a song from your playlist here on Spotify. So Ralph, so that we won't get flagged, maybe you're gonna just mute it. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we
Right.
can mute
So
it.
if you want to continue listening to the song on the air, you have to listen to the radio 105.1 TMC and on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Where we can play music and nobody.
Well, if we're gonna mute the stream, we're gonna mute all streams.
Oh,
so
goodness
unfortunately,
me. Just
you're
the
gonna have to
radio,
catch us
right?
on the radio.
So I want you to set the stage because I kind of intrigued with the song Kapoy Adjust. So what is Kapoy Adjust? Is this about a relationship? It's so difficult to just be who you are. You have to be somebody else because the other guys has certain expectations and all of that
Yeah.
stuff, right?
It's about long distance.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
I don't want to move.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to move to be with you.
Okay.
So I guess that's it.
So
It's like a
you-
breakup
so
song.
so you don't believe that long distance relationships work? Is that what you're saying?
I think they do, but it's just not for me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I think they do work, but it's not for me. As a like my love language is like physical touch.
So you did try. Kapoy adjustment.
yeah, I
kapoy
did. I
so-
did try.
So what were the adjustments like? Maybe well, initially, of course, the time difference, right?
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he lives in another time zone.
Uh-huh. So you have to wake up at like 1 a.m.
Okay.
just to talk and like
Okay.
you don't know if it's good morning or good evening or
Kapoy,
how is work or are you on the way to work? But yeah,
kapoy adjust.
kapoy adjust.
Here it is now. This one is Cerise. So let's give you a sample of what they sound like so you'll have an idea. Listen to this. Kapoy adjust at 105.1 TMC. The best of us. Someday, here it is. Kapoy adjust. 105.1 TMC. It's so sad we can't play this on social media, just the radio, which is fine.
Yeah. This song, we haven't played this in a while.
Throwback.
Throwback, yeah.
So this is like a 10-year-old song. You said.
Hindi din, 2018, yeah. Pre-pandemic.
Where'd you record this?
In my bedroom, probably, yeah. Just put me with all my life. You expect me to leave it all behind. Why?
Oh yeah, technically we probably can't put it up because we need to put it into the mixer and wala na ibagante sa
So
mixer.
don't give
So we can sacrifice one microphone.
I'm not sure if we're
We have to sacrifice one microphone. I don't mind.
Just come here na lang po. Yeah. The link up the keys. Just be I'd rather be in the lovely sun. Sound like a child. In the rainy So you guys do the show every day? You do the show every day?
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
Nice.
Pwede na ba yun? We can sacrifice one microphone. So they can hear our chatter ba? Guys, we're gonna go live again on social media platforms in a bit, okay? We just muted it because
Playing music.
because people want to get a piece of the action. And we can't afford it, so we can't play it.
Gamit na.
Ang sige gamit mo.
That's right, we need to. I feel better after the coffee.
So ikaw na. Sample ko, sample.
Asa siya pwede
Right.
for power.
Power. So boss.
Tuloy ka.
So. When you play this live, and I was like, how does this song go? Can I post it?
We played it kasi may nag-request.
Sa ano? Sa Glass House?
Oo, sa ano? Ateneo.
Ateneo.
Oh, yeah. Front up tayo sa keys.
Ito sa soundcheck lang.
So, check it.
Oh, ito. You can use this one.
Morning gift.
We have Cerise live. We're gonna go back after the song. So they can capture this right now. You muted it,
The camera audio is on.
but so they're gonna capture this music. .105.1 TMC, Cerise, and Kapoy Adjust. I love the funkiness of it all. What was happening? I think it's the audio of the thing. We're actually having some technical challenges here, simply because we want to do the live performance to be good. Anyway, you notice we sort of turned off our audio when we played earlier because the social media algorithms can pick up on the thing and you get taken down, right? How do you feel about what is happening now in the social media? You can call our technician. Thank you, Ralph. How do you feel about what is happening on the social media platforms and music in general? Like, how does it affect your art when you have to think about all these rules and things you can and cannot do? How do you feel about? Hold on, give me a second, because these people don't know what to do too.
Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't hear myself, so maybe just remove the thing first that's doing that, and then we'll do that later. Okay, there it is. That sounds better now. So you gotta ask him to figure it out, and then we'll continue this conversation. So my question was, it's difficult to have to think of all of these rules, right?
Yeah.
When you play music here
Uh-huh.
and that and all of that stuff, is it sort of stifling your art?
For us, we're not like we're not the heaviest like social media kind of band.
Okay.
We don't do much advertising or marketing
Okay.
online, so we don't necessarily feel it. I'm not sure it's a streaming aspect side if Nino feels that. No, then.
Nino, how do you feel? The Vincent Echo lookalike.
What was that again?
Social media and the band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
None of us are like big
Yeah.
social media people.
Okay.
Like we're pretty chill with that.
Why
you
is
know?
that? Why do you think that is? Considering
I don't know.
you guys are young and all of that stuff.
I'm not sure, but like it took us a while to put everything online
Okay,
also,
okay.
despite being the age we are and
Yeah.
like how. Yeah, like I think
Why do
2020.
why do you think that is the case?
Not sure actually.
Because-
I think because we like playing live so
Yeah.
much.
No,
that,
what I mean is, why aren't you so much in social media? You know, like we are surrounded.
yeah.
Social media is omnipresent.
Uh-huh.
All these gadgets, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it is the way that you were raised or something. Like, did your parents like discipline you not to use your gadgets and all of that stuff, or is it like a choice?
wasn't.
Did you guys just choose to be not so involved in social media? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah,
Please
Jed.
go ahead.
Kasi I think, sir, we're professionals na din kasi.
What's that?
We're professionals na. We have our jobs,
Okay.
our businesses, so we are not that present sa social media talaga.
Oh, okay.
For the band, at
For the
least.
band.
Yeah,
For the band, yeah. Yeah.
But syempre, everyone's doom scrolling
Yeah,
every day and
yeah,
stuff. But yeah. To be fair, it doesn't affect us that much. Like social media, it doesn't. It doesn't pull us back
Okay.
very often.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's an active decision or if sadyang it's not really natural to us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we're more. I don't know. We're more alive type of. Yeah, we don't post a lot of content on like TikTok
Mhm.
or Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah,
But yeah, we always hope that people will see us live
We're
instead.
more on the posters
yeah, it's
Yeah.
posters and
for
stuff.
the live gigs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that's like 90%, 80% of our
Yeah, of posting.
Yeah.
That's why Sandy, he always begs us to post in social media
Because
because we do not post anything.
And he's like, let people know what you're doing. Mag-post mo nga na mo sa Cebu.
yeah.
Take videos at the airport. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we do, but
Yeah.
we don't like post it. Yeah. We
But
live in the moment. Char.
But do you feel that as your would you consider him as your manager or something, as your head guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you can see that with all of these successful artists, right?
Mhm.
That whether they like it or not, they have to be out there in
Yeah.
the social media platforms. Do
Uh-huh.
you do you feel a kind of nudge to sort of, hey, like
Yeah.
you got to be there every once in a while, guys?
I feel the pressure
Okay.
because I manage the social media aspect.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just make sure I post the gig posters and stuff.
All right.
So yeah, that was. I don't think there's like a band in Davao that's fully invested in social media.
Yeah.
I don't think that's part of the culture
But
there
but
yet.
there are a lot of artists now. I can name drop a few artists or acts like Sweet Notes or
Yeah.
Ilya JTV.
Yeah.
These are social media creations, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the sizes of their crowds when they
Right.
perform that it's working. That
Yeah.
there's something is working here,
Uh-huh.
right? So if you're looking for a kind of formula,
Mhm.
that could be it. That could be the formula, right?
Virality.
Yeah, the virality of it
Yeah.
all, right?
Uh-huh.
I noticed that your sound is not from this time. I noticed that there's a kind of laid back, jazzy
Mhm.
Yeah.
sound of it all. Who are your musical influences, and how did you
Nino.
become this laid back, jazzy, funky band that reminds me a lot of I don't know, brand new heavies
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, if I were to talk about it, it all boils down to the rhythm section.
Okay.
So that's between me and Jed, the drums and the bass. So, talking about influences, I would say we've had a lot of maybe Stevie Wonder kind of
Yeah.
groove
Mm.
that has been applied to most of the compositions.
Okay.
Mm.
Why
So-
Stevie Wonder?
'Cause he's
Then again,
great.
it's
Yeah.
soul and it's funk and we like
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So
It's so intuitive.
I mean, like Stevie Wonder is kind of an old artist, right?
Yeah.
It's been around for such a long time. Did your parents used to play it?
Yeah.
While you were
Yeah.
kids.
basically we grew up having to listen to those songs either live
Yeah.
or on the record.
Okay.
Yeah. Stevie
So,
Wonder's a big
yeah.
one.
Oh.
Stevie Wonders among others, like maybe
Like-
other Motown,
Yeah, yeah.
funk soul
Uh-huh.
artists.
But like more modern stuff, we listen to a lot of Hiatus Coyote.
Yeah.
Hiatus Coyote.
Pretty good,
Okay.
like neo soul
Okay.
Australian band.
Okay.
They're kind of wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from
So-
time to time we do apply or we do kind of mix rock to our
Yeah.
sound to
Uh-huh.
add more intensity.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think that's it.
Very good. In case you're wondering what you're listening to, mga kaigalan, you're listening to the band Cerise. And of course, they're here to perform for all the Cebuanos out there tonight at the Fiddler's Bar. Please catch them. What time are you performing this evening, tonight?
I think we're on at like 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on September Fever at the Unity,
Yeah.
do you have like a specific time as well?
Yeah, we're on early, so like 5:30.
5:30.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned earlier that your influences were like funky,
Yeah.
Motown, Stevie Wonder, Coyote, Coyote, something Australian band, right? And you know, I just had this incredible chance a few days ago to talk to Joey Ayala. He's like a folk artist, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we were talking about our search for what original is.
Mm.
Like what is original music? What is Philippine music? What does that
Mhm.
even mean, right?
Mhm.
And I'm curious, like, how do you feel about being original, and what does that mean to you?
Mm.
Being original as an artist, as
Okay.
a band. What does that mean for Cerise?
For me, it just means like, Davao's kind of like a small city, right? So to be original, you kind of have to you just like have your guard down, have your lyrics be like a good representation of who you are. And hopefully it translates on stage, you know, like original music, I think, is just being your true self and not really, though you are performing, not feeling like you're not in a performance, you know, you're just like kind of pouring your heart out. I think that is like a big factor for me performing live and like performing my original stuff. Because I mean, sometimes I'll have my mom or my dad in the crowd and I'm singing lyrics that are kind of like, oh, I wrote this at a time when like I wasn't telling you what I was doing at night and stuff. So you still have to perform. Like you can't just like omit lyrics and omit, because that's just truly who you are. So I guess that's what I think original music is about.
Would you like to add to that?
I think in the musical sense, I would say having to start from scratch. So yeah, in our everyday lives, what do we hear? What do we do? How do we feel? That's number one. So, what can you come up from that? If you put it in a musical way, that's in our sense, in our aspect, us from the rhythm section, from the instrumentalist, and then from that moment on, in Cerise, we that's when we brainstorm the lyrics of Siobhan and our tune, having to mix it all, and maybe coming up with a song.
Yeah,
You
it
know-
just starts with like one idea. So like
Yeah.
a lyric, and then we
Mm.
build on it, or like a bass line from Jed, then we build on it.
Mm.
Our songs are written in a way that's like kind of organic,
Yeah.
where we jam, and then hopefully at the end of the jam sesh we have like a full song, and then we just slowly add to it as it's performed live, and until it becomes its final form. Yeah.
One of the things that Joey Ayala said, and I'm sure you guys know Joey, right?
Yeah, of course.
He mentioned that one of the ways to express an original idea is just to listen to your inner voices. Just listen to yourself,
Yeah.
and then you express it in a song, perhaps, or in a painting, or whatever art
Mhm.
form. And we have access. We have a window to the world now with
Oh,
all of
yes.
our small windows, our small
Yeah.
gadgets, right? And some people are so enthralled by the medium that they no longer look at what is within, and instead observe and absorb what's out there, right?
Yeah.
Your influences, obviously, Stevie Wonder is Motown, is US, right? And the Hayoris Coyote is Australian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you feel that your inspiration is more external and out there in the world, instead of looking from within? And is that a conscious choice? Do you not like what's within and thus go out there?
Yeah, I think we have access to so much media now
mm.
that you can't really, you can't geographically just keep yourself in one area code when you're thinking to create.
Yeah.
You have to like use all aspects
Mm.
of life, like
Mm.
whether it's social media or whether you consume media through like going to a gallery and getting
Mm.
inspired by
Mm.
that. The world's so big now that I think anything is original. Anything
Mm.
is original Filipino music
Mhm.
if it's made by Filipino people,
Mhm.
and regardless of what your inspiration is. Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be so strict as to like you have to have your
No, it's not strict.
Yeah.
It's just a within or without. Like
Yeah.
within or inward or outward. Those are just
yeah.
So looking within is fairly
Yeah.
simple, and there's no order to that. It's just
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
within and looking without. So I'm just curious, like in the looking, do you look at within more, or do you look at out there more?
I think when we write, we kind of look within a bit
Okay.
more. Yeah,
Okay.
it's more like intimate. It's kind of, I don't know, when you come up with a guitar riff or a bass line, it comes within. It's
Mm.
not like, oh, I heard this bass line, I want to recreate it. It shouldn't be that. It has to be, or like with lyrics, it shouldn't be like, oh, I read this line in a book, I'm gonna work on that. But it should be your own personal ideas that are, yeah, within.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Exactly.
Within.
Yeah.
So this song, Yamete, with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
What does this mean? Who came up with this?
It's a funny one
Go
because
ahead.
the song came about because I was really late to practice. I was
Okay.
like 2 hours late to practice because I was in a meeting. It wasn't even that important. But the boys were like, we wrote a song. We're playing it tomorrow. You better have lyrics when you come in. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to do that? So how I write my songs is that I have like a little book of poetry.
Book of lyrics.
Yeah, a book of poetry, and like I just pick and choose verses and stuff. So I was at the meeting just thinking like, how do I come up with a song? But when I get to practice, it's gonna be. Anyways, I arrived like the last 5 minutes of practice, and just luckily, it fit.
Yeah.
The lyrics
So wait a minute.
fit.
So you were writing in transit, like on your way to the practice
It's like
that you were
so
late in?
the stuff like the stuff is already written.
Okay.
It's just chosen from
okay.
my little
Okay.
poetry book because
Okay.
like I write every now and then. So like if I'm in the car,
Okay.
I'll just write something or
Okay.
like yeah.
So this is it. So
Yeah.
what is this randomly chosen word about?
Oh
Song
yeah,
about?
so that's kind of my what's the word? Like that's what I get for being late to practice. We're gonna
Okay.
give you an embarrassing title to this song.
Mura mo gani kaning murag pamalikas ba?
Yeah, but
Yamete. Right? Murag pamalikas ba? Murag it's like a
Yeah,
cuss
yeah.
word, right?
Yeah.
But it's not, right?
it's
Yeah.
not. It just means stop, basically.
In
Stop.
Japanese,
Yeah.
In Japanese.
But the connotation is not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's listen to how not great this next song is, right? This one is Yamete, and the band is Cerise. They're live here in 105.1 TMC. Saan na to, bro? What's yung tubag?
Push in your
Huh?
play.
Huh?
Push in your play.
Can you ask him also?
Oh,
Can you ask? Can you ask?
That's right.
Ralph also. Can you huddle with Ralph and figure it out?
Ralph?
Ralph's not here.
Ron? No, what's
Ron?
Ron?
Oh, sabot mo sa ano nito. Hindi mo anda. Talk to him para
Maybe just don't turn on the speaker and okay. We got the camera audios on.
Okay. I can't hear it.
Literally.
Tupac.
Prince.
Jazz music was really very.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I hear just jazz. You know,
Really?
like acid jazz type of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big influence.
I noticed like the places like Davao, Bacolod,
Yeah.
are this is like a kind of sound in some.
Yeah, it's quite active.
Yeah.
Ang jazz pag sa scene sa Davao.
Oh.
I think now it's building up.
Because here.
Yeah.
Magic's here.
Did you actually utter the word Yamete in the song?
Not even one. Actually, they came up with the title before they knew what my lyrics were. Like, joke lang
So
sila,
yeah, you can write come up with the lyrics that is based on the title.
Like, does it even have to do with the song? Parang hindi na, no?
Do you even say stop in the song?
No.
Yeah, I do. You have to stop.
Yeah.
I know,
Of
of
course.
course. Thank you.
You guys were
Yeah.
from the same school in Davao or no?
We, like, briefly lang.
Okay.
Yeah. Somehow we went to school together.
No, the different different batch. Different batch.
So wala kami.
The boys are, parang their church. What is it called?
Eh,
They
church
go to the
band?
same church, yeah.
That's where it really starts, huh? Like for a lot of artists, ba?
Yeah.
Church band.
School and church, ba?
Yeah.
Because quite good job. There's a kind of regularity to it. Like you can really hone your skills because you're always performing. Like
Yeah.
for a crowd,
Yeah.
you know, like maybe like for church, like for on Sundays.
Yeah.
Maybe for school, like for a band night, whatever. Right?
Yeah. Ako naman, I'm a musical kid, so...
Ah, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean by musical kid?
Growing up, I performed in a few musicals and
Ah, really?
and stuff.
Ah, so but did you go to school music? Like,
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, just extracurricular stuff in school.
Okay.
So I was always into musicals and Broadway stuff.
so do you have time? Do you have venues and events to perform your
Broadway
musical?
performance? No.
We-
Gala?
There's a lot now in Cebu.
Really?
There's a lot of stage plays, musical plays in Cebu
That's
now.
cool. Davao parang
Wala
very,
talaga.
very rare.
Naga na kayo, like maybe like once a month at least, or
That's
even more.
great.
We even play a lot of songs from local musicals here.
Wow.
Like Jude Vitamundo produced a musical recently. You know Jude Vitamundo?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He wrote several great songs, including a song from Vincent Echo.
Yeah, that's interesting. We don't have that kind of culture in Davao.
Yeah. Road cover songs.
Oh yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, not yet. It will come around.
What do you mean he's here?
That's right.
5.1 TMC. That didn't sound like a song that was a punishment of sorts. It sounded like a great song. Yamete, Cerise live in 105.1 TMC. They're performing tomorrow night, or rather tonight at Fiddlers, and tomorrow night at the September Fever at Unity Coffee. Tell us about your performance tonight. This will be the first time that you're performing in Cebu.
Yeah, first time.
And what do you guys do, man? How do you think about performing for the first time in a place, in a strange place?
Yeah, so we don't know if the songs that we do in Davao like are gonna translate well here.
Okay.
That's number one.
Yeah, because syempre with Davao, a few of the people who go to the gigs, they know the songs now, especially the originals.
Yeah.
So we've sprinkled a few covers in there for
Okay,
tonight to
okay.
see if. Yeah, so it is daunting.
Yeah,
but
the venue itself, Fiddlers. There are several bands there that have songs in our playlist, original
Okay.
songs. So there's a bit of original bands there too.
okay,
So the venue will be very receptive
okay,
to new songs. But as far as your genre goes, there's not a lot of funky jazz, acid jazzy bands
I see.
in Cebu. So, but acid jazz is well loved in Cebu, but there are just no bands that
Right.
do that as an original sound. They do cover, jazzy, funky songs, but as an original song, they don't usually do that.
Interesting. Tonight will be interesting then.
So, is it? Are you scared? Hadlok mo, or are you excited? Like how does it? Do you already have you ever figured out your first song? Because first
Yeah.
song matters, right?
Yeah, we have the
have you figured it out already?
we have the lineup now.
Okay.
Hopefully it works.
Okay.
I mean, there's not much you can do once you're on the
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Just like
yeah.
let's
Just
go,
perform and
let's
have
go.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's always fun playing in new.
How do
in a
you
new city.
characterize the Davao crowd?
Oh, the Davao crowd is not receptive. Davao crowd is like a sit down and clap.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like a woo.
You know why that is weird? Because I used to produce a lot of events, right?
Uh-huh.
And I used to bring bands from Davao,
Yeah.
like South Border and Freestyle and many other bands.
Mhm.
And what they're saying is that the Davao crowd is actually very receptive.
Oh yeah.
That people in Davao, they go out there when they hear a band, and they go to the center of the venue, and then they dance, and and as it turns out, it's not. So
I
that's been a
Yeah.
wrong perception of mine, because kana kuno mga Davao kuno manayaw gyud kuno dayon, like sa Cebu manindog raman, even if it's like a dance song,
Yeah.
they're singing like a dance song, right? But people in Cebu just sit there and clap or whatever, but they normally don't stand up. So what we did as a producer a long time ago was I would have like 10 people go in the middle of the venue and then dance.
Yeah.
And then everybody else starts following them.
Murag maulaw.
Maulaw
eh.
maguna.
Maulaw to be the one to
Dili
start.
ka na maguna ba, because I was thinking kaning freestyle, kaning South Border, kaning mga banda manayaw gyud ni ang mga tao sa Davao nya diri sa Cebu nga mura og mauwaw ta ato ning let's plant a crowd
Yeah.
to dance, so that's why people will follow. So that perception of mine has been wrong all along.
Maybe it's changed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the case. It changed.
Okay, I think like in the late 2010s, the venues in Davao turned into like big stage and then tables.
Yeah.
So,
There's
mas
not
comfortable
much,
ang mga taga Davao maglingkod lang, have their
Mm.
beer, and then when you're done with the song, clap. Very polite. Very, very polite
Mm.
crowd. Yeah. But yeah, it's not a very dancey crowd, no?
Mm.
Yeah.
So do you like that? Do you like crowds that are polite? Is that the objective for you to be polite? Isn't music supposed to move you?
Yeah, yeah. It's fun when we play gigs and everyone's like
Polite.
in a party mood. No,
Okay.
in a party mood.
Okay.
We did one gig a few years ago where it was like a prom.
Okay.
It wasn't not a high school prom, but like for a prom for adults. So it was in a
prom
it was in a
for adults.
restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was all like people our age.
Maybe the theme of the party was a prom.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's
okay.
the thing.
That was really fun because it's
Okay.
like everyone was just dancing
Okay.
and partying. So
Okay.
yeah.
So this is good morning, Kuya Magic.
Morning,
We
everyone.
we
Good
we have
morning.
some technical issues on how to attach their instruments or just instrument. So based on what you know of Davao and your expectations in Cebu, what have you heard about the Cebu crowd?
Ikaw.
Namoy nadunggan sa Cebu crowd or
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
what
also.
did you say? I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, here na lang. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Mas receptive sila sa original skills.
Correct. Yeah.
Kasi ngayon sila Kurt Flick, sila Insat Echo. They were abot po sila sa Davao eh. So we were
So you've heard of Kurt Fick
yes.
and
Yeah.
Vincent Echo in Davao.
Yes.
It's like, where did you hear them? Perform live, or is it being played on the radio? Or what?
Radio sa Spotify nagagawa
Okay.
sa artist.
So what do you have, like, many local concerts in Davao? How's the local music scene there? The concert scene there. When was the last big local concert in Davao? Do you remember?
Araw ng Davao,
Pero mga national, mga galing Manila.
Manila.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
National artists,
Yeah.
mga
Kung sa local scenes, sir, wala masyado.
wala masyado.
More on sa bars lang, kaya invite
Yeah.
ng mga, tapos selective lang din yung bars na pwede matugtugan ng mga original
Yeah,
artists.
yeah. We were talking about how you guys came from a church band before, a school band, all of that stuff. Kaning mga lugar agad, kaning mga butanga, it hones your skills. These are venues for you to have a purpose to practice, so you can perform on Sunday for church or for a band school competition in school, right? So it gives you a kind of purpose to be with a band and when you're young you want to be popular and cool, right? So but if the venue, if the place lacks venues,
Yeah.
like what you were kind of alluding to earlier, then it becomes a problem because there's less time for you to hone your skills.
Yeah.
And it's difficult magulahi man ang magpractice ka sa imuhang garahe, sa imuhang studio, and it's different when you perform and practice in front of a crowd, because that
Yeah.
way you get like instant response, right? You could be listening to your band by yourselves and you'll probably think how great you are, but you don't know how the crowd will react to
Yeah.
it, right? So it is not just a problem here in Cebu, it's also kind of an issue in Davao that you don't have much venues to perform at.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
In terms of the
Okay.
performers, I would say it's kind of limited.
There's like 3
Three.
Did you say local indie?
Yeah,
indie, local,
independent.
What does that mean in this day and age? You know, in this day and age,
Yeah.
we're all clumped and siloed into different bubbles, right?
Yeah.
Sorry for my internet speak, right? But that's the way of the world now. Everybody's in like silos. You look at this artist who's very popular, and you don't know this guy. Like, who the hell is this guy? Why does he have like 100 million people watching him or listening to him, right? And because you're living in your own bubble, and when the word indie manggod to me is like a small group of people who sound a certain way, and that is their kind of universe, their bubble, right? What does it mean in 2025? What does a indie band actually mean?
It's the meaning has kind of like it's changed, no? Okay, you'll hear bands like Arctic Monkeys are
Yeah.
indie rock.
Yeah.
But they're not independent. They're
Yeah.
signed.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
My understanding of indie is that independent ka, you're not signed to anyone and you record everything yourself. You
Mhm.
find your own gigs.
Okay.
And it's just like,
You don't need anybody.
yeah,
Independent.
independent, yeah. But I don't know if that's still what it means
I don't
nowadays.
need anybody to listen to my music. I'm independent, right?
Yeah, so
Is that what it means?
I would say
I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care if you like my music or not.
I think it has evolved
Necessarily.
into a subgenre.
Okay.
But like it has its feel like it's like an indie, but it's already signed. Like example
Yeah,
for the
right?
Arctic Monkeys.
yeah.
I think it has evolved to just a subgenre, like having to feel like you're underground if you're listening to this band.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah.
I remember somebody said indie actually means hungry.
Hungry.
If you're hungry, you're
Starving
you're a
artist.
starving artist. You're an indie artist. So if you have food on your table, you cease to be an indie artist.
Sick.
You're a buffet.
Hindi babayaran.
Or a buffet artist because you already have a buffet. You can afford food already.
Yeah, for sure. We're in Cebu after all. We flew in after all.
Are you thinking of eating something in particular? Of course, lechon comes to mind. But do you have
Yeah.
other goals in terms of your food desires for Cebu?
Cebu? He's lived here.
Oh, really?
His
Oh.
family's from here.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of like our
I stayed
tour
here for a
guides.
month. Yeah.
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 What were you talking about? Like the pungko pungko?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
looking forward to that one.
What's that day?
Topongko is to squat, right?
Yeah.
To sit on a like a low lying chair, right?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be uncomfortable, right?
Oh.
So and then there's like a basket full of fried food, like like
Ah, yes.
chicken, chicken innards and ginabot and lumpia and fried whatever. So that's what Pongo is.
Okay.
It's not just the food, it's just the communal experience. Like
Right.
you have like a it is like as big as this table. Imagine this
Ah.
table, right? And there's like baskets of food there, and you just pick whatever you want.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to get scared of how much the bill is because everything's like so dirt cheap, right?
Kalingaw.
So lingaw kay strand, you can eat whatever you want,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you'll not fall off your short chair
Mhm.
once you get the bill because everything's so cheap. And they have
Okay.
like anisay pag yun, like they don't really care. They don't care to count how much
Yeah.
or how many you
Wow.
picked.
Really?
They just take your word for it.
Okay.
So anisay still works there, and
Mm.
people still think that they're being honest with each other. The operative
Great.
word is think. Yeah.
I hope so,
So
yeah.
whatever you say, that's it. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, you guys actually have some comments over here sa atong Facebook Live
Okay.
from Abduk. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sir. Sir Mukaram. Ano siya? Cerise number 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yeah. Vito Corleone says, kamao man lagi mo type eslaw.
Huh?
O di ko sure unsay ka ni reference ani. But yeah, you have some fans over here sa atong Facebook Live
Oh,
that want to say
nice.
hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
So does this thing work now? Can we try it? Can you try to use your instrument?
Yeah, okay.
You
Thank
what I called organ earlier.
Oh, God.
Oh, it works. There it is. That
There you
sounds
go.
great. Oh. I was asking Sandy earlier whether you do acoustic, and he said their music is best expressed with this instrument instead of the acoustic guitar. So this is like an
Okay.
integral part of the Cerise sound. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that
No
correct?
pressure.
Huh?
No pressure.
No pressure. So right now, we're just getting ready. Kuya Magic is just making sure that the boards are in order. We're going to have a special live performance. First time ever in Cebu. That's right. First time ever in Cebu, on Cebu Radio, that a band from Davao has performed live here in 105.1 TMC. This is the place where we nurture local talent. And Cerise is here to perform live all the way from Davao. They actually just arrived a few moments ago. They still smell like airplane fuel. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
So bago sila nangabot unya, they're getting ready for tonight. You can catch them tonight at the Fiddlers and tomorrow at Unity in in that nice little cafe, bar, restaurant near Cebu Doctors Hospital. That's where it is. Unity. You can catch them in September Fever. I heard there's still a handful. There's just a few tickets left. So if I were you, if you want to catch these guys and have a eclectic, diverse musical experience, we have invited people not just from out of Cebu, but from out of the Philippines. I think we have bands from Indonesia. We interviewed an artist from Indonesia, and I think Malaysia and other areas. So this next song that you're about to sing, you guys, what is this? Tell us about it.
So this is the song you were talking about earlier. I think the file name is Coffee, but it's actually called It's Too Early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it's one of our more recent songs. It's more like an R&B
Okay.
kind of.
Tell us about it.
So we came up with this song through like a collaborative effort with a new guitarist at the time. His
Okay.
name is Diego.
Okay.
It was like our first practice session with him, and after practice he was like, okay, let's just jam for like a bit. And we came up with like 2 songs from that jam session because the vibes were right.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. The lyrics are about having coffee too early in the morning. Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
For some people, I don't know.
Having
I'm a morning person, so not for me.
There's such a thing as having coffee too late because
Yes.
you can't sleep. But
Yeah.
too early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
No.
no such thing.
No.
Exactly.
But let's
No
listen to
such
it
thing.
anyway.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Cebu radio, we have Cerise all the way from Davao performing one of their most recent songs. This one's called Too Early.
It's 5 in the morning, I wake up, my head spinning back and forth. I've gotta get my fix. It's 5 in the morning, I wake up, alarms ringing, making my head go. I've gotta get my fix of coffee in the morning. It's too early that your voice is still cracking and dry. You should lay and don't deny that it's too early. My mouth is not agreeing with my mind yet, and I can't help but sigh, 'cause I still feel you in the sheets, and I still breathe you on my teeth. I still feel you through the beat of wood and concrete. It's too early that the mist still on the window, but we're moving slow, not in a rush to get the day going. I like how you look with sleep still in your eyes. Idealize, dreading the sunrise. We'll make coffee in the morning as a breather to allow for space between us. It's too early to be thinking about leaving. Just take your time and drip and grind. You're gonna make me dread the sunrise, 'cause I still feel you in the sheets. I still breathe you on my teeth. I still feel you through the beat of wood and concrete.
I thought that song was hypnotic, man.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. That one is Too Early from Cerise, one of the songs that hopefully they will perform live tonight at the Fiddler's Bar and tomorrow at September Fever at Unity Cafe. That's happening at roughly, what time does it start? I think the gates open at early in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, like 4.
4 p.m.
Yeah.
And your performance is about 5 p.m.,
yeah.
right? You already know who you're performing with, right? Do you have like an idea who these guys are? Because I know there was an Indonesian rapper who we interviewed a few days ago,
Ooh.
and then a few others. Like, do you have any idea who are you most looking forward to performing with this Saturday?
Yeah, I saw there were a few Korean acts.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's one called Dabda.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty interesting music. I know you were like super into the lineup. Jed's super fan all the time.
So, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to the Korean acts.
Oh, the Korean.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. What is this? Is this like will this be like a K-pop sonic band?
No. They're very different from K-pop.
I mean that with the highest respect for Korean music.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much different because
Much different.
they that's why I like them because it's kind of refreshing to hear them, and they play the different kind of music from
Yeah.
very different from K-pop.
Yeah. But how do you feel about K-pop? Huh?
They're good.
Huh?
I like their songs.
No, not that particular K-pop, but just K-pop in general. What's
Yeah.
what it's doing now? How it's doing now?
I like it in terms of music,
Okay.
but the attention that it gets from us,
Okay.
from the Philippines, so interesting kasi sana 'di ba dapat OPM, then mas malakas pa yung K-pop
Yeah.
sa atin na ano.
Well, how about you? How do you feel about that?
I'm personally not a fan of K-pop,
Okay.
but it's crazy the production value they put into that stuff.
Mm.
It's art in a different sense, like I could never sing and dance and like have billions of fans look up to you. It's insane. But I think a lot of not a lot, but there's a few Filipino like girl bands that are kind of starting out now
Mm.
that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
kind of like the same flavor as K-pop. So
Beanie, for
Beanie,
example,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Beanie.
Beanie-
Is he
Beanie fan.
is he also a fan of Beanie?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beanie
Okay.
fan.
Okay. Are you one of those groupies? Did you buy overpriced tickets?
No.
Did you get tickets for Blackpink for this November? Is that the deal
Are
here?
they coming?
I'm not that kind of a fan yet.
Are you not
No,
yet?
not yet.
What will be?
Not yet. No, not yet.
You know, amo kong istoryahan pirmi ba, especially with your friends, the organizers of September Fever, is really because ultimately this is I think one of the things that we're going to be talking about is support.
Yeah.
Support because Korean music is heavily supported by their government, right? And we've spoken to a lot of people, including our friends from New Zealand, from the United States, and they show us giunsa nila pagsuporta how the city, the country support and nurture their local music, right? So my question to you, said that I guess you'll be ready for tomorrow's discussions, and I think this should be an ongoing discussion. How do you feel about support? How is the local government unit of Davao? How is the Philippines supporting artists like yourselves?
I've noticed that the Davao government does make a conscious effort to hire like local bands like us for
Okay.
big festivals in Davao. Like we have Kadayawan Festival, we have Araw ng Davao, and they have a new one called Duao, and they do reach out, so there's support in that sense. Like instead of going out and hiring a big fat Manila act, they do actually go and see who's available in Davao. And that's not just for us, like for like the local reggae stuff is always a hit in Davao. So we do get support in that sense, which is good. No.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they pay well also. It's not like local lang ni sila, so
Mm.
pwede ra pro bono or in ba.
Yeah.
No, like they do support us in that
Okay.
sense. Yeah. But that's like it's seasonal because
Okay.
it's like festival season. So yeah. Yeah.
Is that
anything else?
how about the user? How do you feel about it? Is there
Yeah,
any
well-
other ways and means in which they present? Because local artists are like babies. You know, you
Yeah.
have to nurture them. You have to take care of them. You have to, you have to feed them. You have to make sure that the environment is conducive to art. And do you have that? Do you think the Filipino or the Philippines needs more needs improvement in that department?
Yeah. Maybe in terms of production of new artists, because well, they have their own. I get to hear a lot of artists that have really good compositions, but they don't have the means to produce it. So there should be a way to for that to be produced and be heard to in a larger scale. Like
I heard
yeah.
somebody once said that the internet and that technology is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Everything is so affordable now,
Yeah.
unlike, let's just say, 30 years ago when this thing would probably cost you an arm and a leg, and and to be able to put your music out there in the world would probably be impossible for
Yeah.
independent artists, right?
So accessible now.
so theoretically that's not seemingly a problem, but is it still a problem? Like recording is not as expensive as it once was, or is it
yeah,
still
well,
expensive?
Yeah. Well,
You did your recording in your
that
in your,
case,
in your house, right? Right?
yeah, but I had to learn basics from audio engineering.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, like
okay.
he had to go through lessons and he had to build his own brand from
Oh.
scratch, like it wasn't something he learned overnight. That's one big thing that in the 10 years of Cerise we were really building on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than the sound and the music, that's a given, but the production is like something we really needed to
Yeah,
not
that's
necessarily wing, like we had to do it good cuz we didn't want to rely on parang recording studios and stuff because you don't know what they're going to do with your sound, and that's I think where the independent music thing comes in for us. We always want to make sure that the sound that we want is translated in the recording, so that's why Nina had to go and learn.
Yeah, maybe in
How to
that
be an
sense,
engineer.
having to, well, there's the access to production, but having to have a good quality would also be a factor.
Yeah.
So maybe from that it should be supported. So
Yeah.
maybe more access to the recording studios or something like that. Yeah. But I think there's something that's similar to
Aside from getting gigs from the government, like to
Mm.
perform in their in their events, like are there other ways and means that the government is supporting local artists like yourselves?
For me, sir, siguro sa mga bars especially.
Mm.
Kasi yung bars ngayon, mas more focus sila sa cover bands. Sana, if ever,
But it's not the band's, it's not the venue's fault.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the crowd,
Yes,
the
yes.
the audience, their
Yeah.
customers
They're
Yes.
feeding a demand.
Demand.
now.
Mm.
Yeah.
cover songs, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
And at the same time, they probably don't know any
Yeah.
original songs themselves. The mga bar
Yeah.
owners ba?
Yeah.
And the crowd probably doesn't know any local
Yes.
songs, right? So it's also it's like I don't know who's to blame, right? Like you guys because you didn't promote your music enough, and the radio
Yeah,
stations who
yeah,
don't
yeah.
play their music enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So-
And so therefore, it's like a whole ecosystem that you have
Maybe
to
a
build.
collective
Yeah.
effort
Yeah, so-
between everyone.
I think that's where the government should step in.
Yeah, and we do have a law here in Cebu, which was just written a few months ago, like late last year, that requires venues to perform local music. So I think we need something like that. You guys need something like that too, right?
Oh,
I haven't heard that before actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the
Nice
very
one,
first time.
Cebu.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, because I think Magic has his own show. Is that okay if we ask you to sing one more song? If you had to, I want you guys to pick this time, because I picked my request, so to speak, the It's Too Early and the Yemete song and the Inamorata. Can you perform to us a song of your choice, whether it's an original or not? Go ahead.
We only prepared one, but
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering, this is a Dabawenyo band. Their name is Cerise, and they're here in Cebu to perform Please give them a warm Cebuano reception when they perform here in Cebu at Fiddlers tonight and at Unity in this Saturday for September Fever. You can check them out on Spotify. They have 10 songs at least. Is this everything?
No, there's
10
some stuff we haven't released.
Okay, but this is everything that's on
Yeah,
Spotify.
yeah.
10 songs, and I think an album is in the offing, right? Are you guys working
Yeah,
on an
we're-
album?
we're working on
Do you
it.
have like a release date?
Early next year.
Early next year. Like what time early? Like 1 a.m. early?
Yeah.
Is it too early?
Maybe it's too early.
So what is this next song? Go ahead. What is
this next song is called Dime Piece. It's one of our older stuff.
Dime Piece.
Dime Piece.
What is
yeah.
dime piece?
A
What is
dime piece is what you call a girl who's a 10 out of 10.
a 10 out of
Yeah,
10.
She's a dime piece.
All
you know,
right.
so, yeah.
Let's go.
It's a damn piece.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cerise with Dime Piece.
Dime piece. That's what you call yourself, but we all know that you're just a head. But you're the angel of small death. That's what you got going for your health. So you scout around like a vulture, preying on the carcasses of dead animals. Show yourself to him to maybe prove that you are a keeper, impressing everyone with this and that. They don't know that what you see ain't what you get. It's completely different from what you bring into the table. When you come around, fondling his hand over the dim lit kitchen counter, automatically resting when he hit the switch. Baby, don't him if you're gonna. With his head like that, call yourself a dime piece. Now you're a megalomaniac. Ooh. Ooh. Dime piece, it's what you call yourself, but everyone else calls you the bringer of bad luck. No one's gonna ride your wave no more. Show yourself to him to maybe prove that you are a keeper, impressing everyone with this and that. They don't know that what you see ain't what you get. It's different from what you bring into the table. When you come around, fondling his hand over the dim lit kitchen counter, automatically resting when he hit the switch. Baby, don't him if you're gonna. With his head like that, call yourself a dime piece. No, you're a megalomaniac. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice. The 10 out of 10, a dime piece. Album coming up very soon, hopefully early next year. And performances today and tomorrow, tonight at Fiddlers, tomorrow night at Unity for September Fever. Before we let you go, guys, do you have anything that you'd like to ask from the Cebuanos out there who will be experiencing, I imagine, Cerise for the first time, for
Yep.
most of them at least? What should be our how do you call this? Our guide to enjoying the music of Cerise? Is there like a quick and dirty tips on how to enjoy the music of Cerise? Is there like a, because and I'm gonna go like, when you have certain expectations, right? That's how you're going to feel about the thing that you're going to be experiencing, be it in movies or even just life in general, right? So what should they expect? What should they bring to the table? Maybe a bit of coffee, maybe a bit of whiskey. What kind of liquid should we ingest before we watch Cerise? Go ahead.
Bring your good vibes.
Yeah,
Bring
just
Bring
get
your good
into
vibes.
Good
yeah.
vibes.
get into the groove.
Okay.
Yeah. Prepare
Okay.
your stank face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're gonna.
Stanky up
Yeah.
in here. I don't
You're
know.
gonna smell like durian.
Yep.
Did you guys like durian by any chance?
I love durian.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
actually.
That's why. So I think it's really about the durian.
Baka, no?
That's the sound of Davao, the
Baka.
durian sound.
Yeah, probably. Oh, how do you...
How do you prepare for the survival guide to Cerise? How do you survive the band?
Just be prepared. Just stay on your seats talaga.
Stay on your seats. But what if they want to dance? What if they want to dance?
Get out of your seat.
What the hell, man? Anyway, good luck to you guys. We're really cheering for you, and
Thank
I
you
hope
so
you guys
much.
Thank you
do.
very much.
Thank you for having us.
I'm already telling them. You guys, make sure you give them a warm Cebuano welcome to these guys. They're unbelievable. I'm just hypnotized by their music, and I'm sure you guys will feel the same way about them when you catch them tonight at Fiddlers. What time is that? Did you say 9 p.m.?
Parang 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be the first band? Are you gonna be like the
Yes.
second band?
First
Okay.
band.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who the second band is?
I heard 40.
40.
Tama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of a rock and roll band.
Okay, yeah.
So I think you guys will be like a nice sort of a first band.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Nice.
and people are just having perhaps dinner or
Yeah.
having their first bottle of whiskey or first cup
Perfect.
of coffee, which is way too late to have coffee.
Agreed.
Or
Yeah.
whatever drink that they're having and getting ready to enjoy you guys. So good luck to all of you. Good luck to the band Cerise, and I'll catch you guys. I'll try to make it tonight
Yeah, thank you.
at Fiddlers, and also looking forward to you performing in front of an eclectic bunch of artists tomorrow for September Fever. That's going to be a lot of fun too. Wow, can't wait for that. I'll definitely be there. So you guys, good luck and thank you so much. Let's give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Cerise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tonight at Fiddlers and tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon at Unity. That's where you can catch them perform. Thank you so much, you guys. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Our time now, it is 12:02, lunchtime. Kamusta man mo diyang tanan? Are you guys all right? Did you have lunch already? Are you guys skipping lunch? But like most people that I know. Kanang mga nag-IF diha. Bantay-bantay mo ha, basig madaot na inyong mga tiyan. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us with our top of the morning interview with these Dabaweños, the Davao-based band. Ganong mabiman kung Bisayon, Davao, di ba? Kung Bisayon mo, Madabao, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero kung English gali, Davao. Ganong mabiman ang Davao. Anyway, speaking of Davao, let's play a song from South Border is from Davao, right? Right? They are, but I think their vocalist is from different places. But Jay Durian. I know. Jay Durias is from Davao. And he actually, together with his band, actually reimagined a song which is organic or very Cebuano. This next song, I don't know if you've heard of Osahay. They reimagined this song, this band, which is the same origin as the guys you just heard, Cerise. This one is Osahay, South Border, on 105.1